we're live.
Excellent.
We got some sexy early morning voice going on too.
Oh yeah.
Not just you, Ignacio. Not just you. But I've been awake the past 5 hours though. But I've been really just lounging around watching TV. Pretty good work day.
How I missed that.
Listen, you got those days coming in about 8 or 9 years.
Yeah, I think so. I can only wish. We're starting this week the adaptation for daycare. So I've been going to the daycare center, the place, with him and spending some time there. Luckily, he's a social butterfly, apparently. So he's not so codependent yet.
I laugh because I automatically think of his father and wondering if he's going to be hitting on the other 1 and 2 year old female toddlers there at the same time.
I don't know. I didn't think about that.
Or if he's going to be making them feel bad for his own pleasure.
I hope it's the first.
But you're laughing at the second.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a good time. Like for me, mine was going to daycare, I guess, since around that same age, 1 or 2 years old. And it's kind of cute to get them out of the house. You know, you dress them up and you shuffle them off. And then by the time you're picking them up, they're either most likely having a nap time towards the end of the day. And
yeah, he's napping right now.
Yeah. Well, bittersweet, all the same. I'm thinking about it now.
Yeah.
And they become little pains in the asses, and they're like, all right, just leave me alone already. Just go. Ride your bike to school. Get out of here. But let's say hello to the other people in the chat so far. We've got...
Let's do this.
And hello, sir.
Hello.
Miss So
Mary.
Lurking while she's working. James, you got
James.
two other people beating you here. What's going on? Did you have your morning coffee yet or what? And Dale, I think Dale's got a birthday coming up. I think.
Well, in theory, we all have a birthday coming up.
That's semantics.
Unless you die first. Hey, Coco.
Yeah, that's some pretty dark shit. But hello, John.
Hey.
Yeah, maybe let's do an intro, and we'll discuss the greatest things since sliced bread.
Yeah, let's go.
How you doing?
Yeah!
Happened with these, and I do not know what the grade is yet, so we are going to find out together. Most likely a 9.8, but man, fingers crossed that it hits one of those higher numbers as well. So let's see. You get to see before I do. Let's see. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh my God! Yes! Yes!
Are you about to get plugged?
I don't think I've ever shared, but every time I see you pop up into the StreamYard thing, it's like I feel kind of the same way Mark does.
Yes. You're so sweet, Nick.
Trev, speaking of sweet, Trev has so graciously, one of his Instagram posts this week, he had showed a list that he has written out of these shows that he has to watch week after week. Ours was on.
We made the list.
We made the lists. And granted, nobody else is on it this time on a Thursday, but we'll take it.
Well, we choose a very good time.
We'll take it where we can get it.
Excellent.
Hey,
Austin. How are you, man?
I'm reminded, first, that I missed this, guys. Second of all, that we have C3 coming up
Yes,
in a few weeks. An awesome
indeed.
time. A little different format this year than last, but still, I'm sure that there will be those memorable moments.
I'm
Such
gonna
as,
be on DJ's channel too.
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of surprises on that stream. But
Indeed.
one of the memorable moments from last year is the put it on the pile moment from last year, where Austin just bought everything.
I remember.
and then made it all back when Chip Getler bought some original art from him. So they do
That's how
this
it works.
a wash,
Mm-hmm.
almost a wash, but he had spent a lot of money last year. But I think with the lineups and the stuff that I've seen so far, that goal last year, I think it was a little over $8,600
Yeah, I think so.
last year, is going to be crushed this year.
We can only hope.
Yeah, I
We
don't
have a
want.
bigger community. We have sadly, we don't have Chris running the show anymore, but he's involved. But with the division of tasks, we can diversify as a community and reach further than we reached before.
And yeah, there's a lot of surprise guests, like I've
Hey,
said.
Marcus.
Like,
Yes.
he's looking many worthy piles this year. Austin, yourself, one of the a few of the talented artists on board. A few other people, like I said, just check it out. It comes, I think it's in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The weekend of the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
Yeah. The stream basically is going to be migrating from channel to channel, so no one has to take the brunt of the 24-hour live stream, which is clever because I think by the end of that stream, some people were losing their minds.
What little they may have had left.
Yes. So let's please keep our community as sane as possible by dividing the Fortean. Let's divide the tasks.
Yeah, I'm hoping to keep the tiers this year to a minimum and the donations high, but I cannot promise anything. So yeah, it'll be a good time. And actually, that weekend too is a little convention here. That weekend,
Nice.
I think Miko Suiyan will be there. John Jang will be there. So I think I'm going to shoot my shot that weekend to see if they want to pop on to maybe do some art as well.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hurt.
There's a big. No, I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance.
I think I may even shave my legs for the occasion to see if I can, try to persuade them.
Oh no! Don't shave them in anticipation. Just wait. Maybe people like furry. I want to say hi to Joe and Cole because I haven't before. Hey guys.
Yeah, I don't
Speaking
know.
of
I just rather ask them, do you want to come on this stream and then show them leg, or instead of asking them, do they like furry or clean? Because that may imply favors to come.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. Be careful.
Yeah, the Dallas Fan Expo. There's actually cons back to back. There's one next weekend and then the weekend after, which is the one I'm talking about. They have the Dallas Fan Expo here, and then the weekend I even hate saying this name, but it's the Cowtown Comic Book Convention.
Why do you hate it?
I don't know. Cowtown sounds ridiculous to me, but it is C3 in that own right, also their own right, but CCC.
Oh, come on, Cole.
Not really that hairy anyway. But
and he's not the right person to tell anyone to shave it with that mustache.
True.
We wouldn't dare tell Cole to shave his mustache.
Maybe. I
Oh,
don't
I
want
wouldn't
to.
dare.
I don't want to get into the circumstances in which I may
Ooh.
ask him to shave it, but we'll leave it up to the imagination. I'll ask you: is the razor in which you shave your face one of the greatest inventions ever?
No. No. I was about to start with the most philosophical one, but I'm going to go with my first greatest invention of all history of mankind, mattresses.
Mattresses?
Oh yeah, dude. But that's because I'm so tired. Hey, Chop. So I just woke up from a half-hour power nap, and I woke up thinking about, okay, this is good. I'm glad we have mattresses, and we don't have to sleep on top of bales of hay like in yesteryears.
Right, right.
I mean, modern mattresses, not these old mattresses my grandparents used to have. That basically it's a bag of wool. No, modern mattresses with the memory foam and the springs and those kind of things.
Yeah, we actually just bought a mattress 4 months ago. We had bought one when we first got married. It was a memory foam mattress, and then just like 10 years later, it was just
Too
oh my,
many memories.
oh, not enough memories. Some may say. Like my back, my shoulder. So we went out, we bought another one, and they are expensive. Expensive. So
Yeah, yeah. The last time we bought a mattress, we my wife's uncle has a hotel, so we bought with him. We gave him the money, and he got us a 70,000 pesos mattress for a quarter of the price because he buys in bulk. So basically, we bought the mattress for like $700.
okay, so forgive my ignorance. It's not the same as a Mexican peso, is it?
No, it's not. It's not. Like the exchange rate is 1 to 150 now, give or
Oh,
take.
so it's
Depends.
a lot better. Well, no, it's a lot worse.
Yeah. But I never had that kind of mattress before. And once I was kind of reluctant to pay that much for a mattress, even though the discount was substantial. But when we got it here and I basically lay there for the first time, I understood everything. It was like okay, this is a mattress. All the other bullshit I had before, that was
Definitely not a mattress.
no.
Caleb, hello. Nice
Caleb, how are you?
the rounds again. TM Mary, we'll get to his question. And
Hey,
for
Travis.
me, his question for me this week, I had an immediate answer. So we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
So you paid 70,000 pesos.
Yes.
I paid.
No, I paid. That was the original price, and we got a discount, and we paid like 16, and it all amounted to like 24 because we bought a new bed and all the things.
Okay. So I paid probably close to 7 million pesos for my bed.
Yeah.
But mine's got like the memory foam. It's got a little bit of each. But yeah, it's a big difference. It's a big difference, especially when you get older.
I wouldn't know.
A lot more prone to these things. Yeah, well, you'll see. You'll see, MFer.
Oh yeah, I am already feeling it, man. No.
Also, with the memory foam, you're able to stabilize a little bit better.
What are you talking about?
You're able to. It's a didgeridoo.
What are those gestures? You know what the worst part is? Nick is talking about the Pictionary on what comics.
Oh.
I was about to say didgeridoo because I couldn't remember the word kazoo. And I think I thought maybe didgeridoo is, but it's not the word I'm thinking about. So I didn't say it, and it was the thing that Lee.
Yeah.
But that was totally rigged.
Hashtag rigged.
So yeah, totally.
What
So
I
back to those gestures you were
right. What I mean
making.
is like, sometimes with the coil mattress, you get bounce.
Yes.
You might get a little slippage, but with the memory foam, you can really dig your knee in.
Oh, okay.
Knees in.
For when you're doing a blowjob.
When I'm doing?
I went. Why would you go on your knees?
No. All right, so mattress. Mattress is Ignacio's first choice for one of the best inventions. I right off the bat thought top three. I mean, you really can't dispute the wheel.
Yes.
These are kind of the boring.
Yes. Yeah, the wheel. I think. I mean, the dude that invented the wheel. I think he immediately became a god to his peers. And I think some people achieve like that kind of semi-deity level status in society, like today Elon Musk, for example.
Right.
That dude was that age's Elon Musk. Hey, look at this. Hey, it falls.
I kind of disagree.
Oh, well.
Because Elon is not doing anything new. He's just making existing ideas better.
Yeah, you're right.
But,
well, he's doing that thing for the brain, the neural link. That's new. And I want in.
Will you be an early adopter for that, though?
No, I don't think so. I would see what happens with the quadriplegics first.
Right, because invariably there's going to be that guy who's going to go crazy. And we're saying guy thinking it's a male, but these days we don't know about pronouns.
I was debating about shoes and coffee. I was debating coffee because since coffee is a plant that occurs naturally, but the grinding of the bean, I agree with TM. That's a human invention, or it's a discovery. I don't know.
Right, and I posed this question to Chip a few weeks back because he had said that he had gotten a package of that Kopi Luwak coffee.
Okay. Is the shit coffee shit the cat shit coffee?
Who invents that? What idea do you have to even think about that?
I mean, I think that's a person that's so desperate for coffee, and the cat ate his bag of coffee, and he goes searching the litter box for the beans that the cat shit. And I said, I'm gonna make coffee anyway. And then he ground it with the cat shit, and he drank it, and he said, okay, I'm so humiliated. I need to make something out of this, and I need to share this humiliation with humanity. Everyone is going to drink my shit coffee, and it's going to pay me substantially for it.
Right. And not only that, but I'm going to see how stupid people really are, and I'm going to charge them $70 a cup for it.
Yeah, I think that's one of the craziest things humanity does. That, and there's a soup in some part of Asia that's made from the nests of seagulls that only, and they made the nest with basically their spit.
That's so weird.
Yeah, and people do a soup with that, and it's one of the most expensive dishes in the world.
You didn't drink my shit and like it.
Yeah, that's right.
The godfather of the Grow Together movement. Thank you, sir.
Oh God, who's the English speaker here? Hey, Gary.
I don't know. My top three would have been, and I thought about this, that really nobody can deny it. the wheel, the engine, and then the computer.
Yeah. I agree. I don't have a top three per se. I have a few, but my number one, I think it's language. Language for me is the greatest invention of humankind because it allowed us to reach this point. And this is a question that always fascinates me. How did verbal communication started? In which situation humanity needed to basically invent words that they all understood to establish a common language? Was it during a hunting party? Was it during a community gathering? Was it during sex? Hey, who invented a turnaround? What do you I want the ass? You're about to get plugged.
Could you imagine DJ Lynx as a Neanderthal saying that? Writing hieroglyphics upon the wall,
Trying to explain
nudging his,
Mrs. Links.
or maybe taking a hammer and hitting her over the head and telling her she's about to get plugged that way. Big rock.
That's why I like Caveman, the movie Caveman from the 80s, because they play on that trope of the invention of language, and the character that knows the real words that we use. It's amazing. There's one dude that usually says fire when they talk about fire, and everyone else says Araka. Dude. And they treat him so bad.
I forgot about that movie. Another 80s classic.
Yes.
Yeah, you would have to think it was a whole bunch of grunts, groans, and pointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed. I remember seeing that series. How is it called? The one with the hospital in the 1800s.
Is that the Nick?
The Nick, yeah.
Oh, you saw
How
that.
could I forget? I'm talking with the Nick. I'm talking about the Nick.
Spelled differently, based
Yeah.
on the Knickerbocker Hospital in New York, way back in the turn of the century. Was it 1800s?
1800s, yeah.
Yeah,
And they didn't use antiseptics. They didn't wash their hands, so that's why they also had a higher mortality rates, because they were going from the operation table to the delivery room and basically bringing babies to the world with their dirty hands.
but still
And those,
groundbreaking nonetheless.
nonetheless, yeah.
And as I mentioned before, you don't want to be the early adopter for the nerve-based Tesla
Neuralink, no.
Neuralink. All I know is
But
about
just
that's all.
imagine the possibilities.
Yeah, I just know about the flamethrowers he makes. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet, right?
Yeah, I think that's why he's testing with paraplegics. I mean, if you're a paraplegic, what else do you have going on for you in regards to gaining or regaining the use of your body? There's not a single thing you can do unless you let this mad scientist do crazy experiments on you.
Sure. I mean, if you're in the most dire of consequences, I'd be up for it too. Shit.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, I picked those three. The wheel. I guess it's all because bridging the gaps between one place to another.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
it's transportation to bring us together. Communication, in my case, to bring us together too.
then,
The motor, the engine, it's
and
also,
yeah, the idea is just flow as a part of that collaboration.
yeah, and the computer is undeniably one of the greatest invention of mankind. I can even begin to understand how this thing works. Even for me, it's magic. But the fact that someone came up with it. And the other day I was looking at a documentary. I was watching a documentary that I couldn't finish because my son became impatient because he doesn't want to learn. He just want to watch cartoons. But the documentary was about the Lord Byron's daughter. Lord Byron was an author from, I don't know, the 1800s too. He was friends with Mary Shelley. They together basically they they gave birth to the genre of universal monsters practically, because Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein and Lord Byron wrote the vampire. But Lord Byron's daughter basically was one of the first persons who, with another man, a merchant of the seas. What's the word?
I'm very hesitant to say semen, but that's not what we mean.
No, that's not the word. I would have said that. Well, a dude that shipped shipped ships. They were trying to basically came up, and they did it, but they never finished building it. A computer that could basically chart the navigation of the ships automatically, so they wouldn't have so many lost ships or so many deviations in the routes. And you think about it, and it's a girl, like, because she was like 16 when it all began, in the 1800s, thinking about computers. And dude, that's so groundbreaking if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, groundbreaking then. I mean, if you think about just the past 25, 30 years where we've come, it's crazy. And you always hear that you have more power in this than what got us to the moon.
Yeah, I always think about this black bricks that we have, our cell phones, as they are our monolith from 2001, because basically they are a source of knowledge that our monkey brains usually don't have.
The end all be all, some may say.
Yeah. And at some point I was debating if I was going to do the meme, because how come I never saw this meme of a cell phone and with instead of the monolith. And then I searched for it, and of course someone did it before me. I'm not inventing the wheel here.
But you're there. I mean, we need that. We need that.
Yes, Gary.
Tissues, not only for blowing your nose, but for other cleanup as well.
Yeah, well, it goes hand in hand with toilet paper. Basically, someone invented paper, and someone one day used it in their ass, and okay, this needs to be softer.
Yes. Thank God for that person, by the way.
Yeah, and one of my other greatest inventions of mankind, of humankind, is indoor plumbing.
Yes.
The fact that we can take a hot shower every day, is amazing.
Yeah, I need that. Yeah. That is my coffee.
Oh, you're a morning shower person?
I need to shower before I do anything. That's my wake up. So tomorrow morning I'll be up at 4:30 a.m. to go to the gym to go play basketball, and I need to take a shower before I sweat profusely
and take another shower. Okay.
And then take another shower.
Okay, I'm a night shower person. I like to go to bed squeaky clean and feel the sheets all clean too, and sleep smelling good.
Looking good, smelling good.
Oh yeah. I remember when I was dirt poor, my water heater broke down, and I didn't have the money to buy a new one. So for a time, I bought an electrical one, and I almost died by electrocution. And then, yeah, that was a funny story. And so, and of course, it broke during the process of trying to kill me. And then I went to a lower level, and I became a monk, and I basically filled the uh, the big container of the electric water heater with water heated in the stove, and bathed myself with a little cup of water like a monk. It was a meditation, but it was
Yeah.
a really big departure from a good hot shower.
Marcus is pointing this out. Yes, absolutely. Several places in the United States are suffering
Yes.
now without clean water. I don't know how it is by you, but
No, we don't have those kind of problems here now.
Mhm.
But still, without the hurricanes and that kind of stuff that obviously goes against the proper delivery of services, there's people in our world that still don't have uh, water, running water available to them, which is kind of crazy.
Crazy. I remember being in Puerto Rico a few years back. Well, quite some time back, and they just shut the water off at certain points during the day, which was really weird to me, but it was common there. I don't know if that still happens because this was like 15 years ago, probably. But yes, let's give
Maybe.
let's give the man due.
Remy Q, baby.
Yes, Remy's Place on Saturday night is one of those who will be taking place of that in that C3.
Yeah, it was quite an experience this Saturday night. We learned the terms from the Urban Dictionary. It became a teaching moment.
Did I miss that? I think I missed
it. Yeah, you did. You were already. It was late, and it was towards the end of the stream. We learned a couple of things.
Where the best stuff happens.
Yeah, when people are sleep deprived and say anything.
When I go to bed, and when the alcohol becomes a little bit, more quantifiable or less quantifiable.
Yeah.
You take it.
Also, electricity.
We know how that feels. You get a blackout or a brownout, or the weather takes something out. Just miserable.
Yeah. Yeah, and we can have our computers, our refrigerators, TV, cell phones, whatever. If we don't have electricity, that all dies. So basically, what I always debate it's a stupid question because who cares? But what would you be willing to sacrifice? Either or, electricity or heat, gas heat. And I would go with gas, with heat, because electricity can fulfill everything. If you think about it, you can buy electricity, electric stove, electric heater. But I rethink that question every now and again.
No, and I completely agree. Especially being here in Texas with the climate, we air conditioning.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
We were without it. We were without air conditioning for 4 days once in June when it's not even that bad. And by
recently, right? This June.
It's a little different for me. Where I'm at right now, I live on a grid where there's a police station and a firehouse, so it rarely goes.
Oh, you lucky dog.
So I'm lucky in that. But our air conditioning crapped out for 4 days, and it was the worst. The worst. Like you can always get warm, but you can't. Like right now, I'm cool, and I'm like,
Yeah.
You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Oh.
Yeah, you cannot take off your skin.
No.
Hey, Tylux.
No, and just to sleep at night, I need to have it at a certain temperature. So, Tylox also one of those people taking place in the C3. So we have good coverage all around. Yeah,
A good guy, this Tylux.
he is. I got something to send to Tylox too. I keep forgetting to do it.
Okay, do this. Get some paper, a little piece of paper, and either you or your wife made a kiss, a lipstick kiss on that piece of paper, and send it to Tylux from me.
From you?
Yeah.
But they'll be able to clone me, not you, if I send that.
That's why I said, ask your wife.
Nice.
Who would clone your wife? Who would dare to clone your wife?
But if you knew my wife, you knew only one is all this planet can take. So
yeah,
we'll just leave it at that. Cloning, another thing.
Yeah, and it's a real thing. It's not really developed, but it's a real thing. In the Middle East, there are people doing cloning experiments because the law there allows them to do it, and they haven't achieved human cloning yet. The embryos reach a 2-week development and then die. But hey, they are cloning already,
and that's stuff where we know about.
Yeah, of course. And this is information I got like years ago. This is not current information.
Yeah. I don't know. I know there's a moral dilemma with that. I don't.
Yeah. I mean, one of the people there was trying to clone their dead daughter to have another daughter of the one they already lost, which is kind of crazy, you know? Hey, Joe.
Yeah, but I mean, if it works.
But who would you clone? You personally?
I clone myself.
That's the same thing I thought. Okay, dude, now we're two. Let's work together. You sleep, I work. You take care of the baby, I work. It's all about work for me. I don't know why. Oh, and sex, of course. I would be fucking myself all the time.
I won't even need to tell Remy to timestamp that because I already know he's working on something. But gee.
I don't know what surprises you. It's not the first time I say something like that.
It's not surprising me. It's like just to hear it so nonchalantly come out of your. Well, do I want to say that too? Just to hear it so nonchalantly come out of your mouth, just like that, it was just.
And now you're thinking about my cum in my own mouth.
All right, so we have this question from Travis. Yes, no segue. Let's just get out of this segment, and we'll hear what TM Nerdy has to ask this week.
Hey everyone, TM from TM Nerdy here. You guys are watching Two Nerd Dads with Nick and Nacho. We're going to hold you guys up for just 1 second because I got a question for all you fine folks out there in YouTube world. If you could only eat one type of food for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? Fill your holes with that nerd question. Back to you, Nick and Nacho.
And go.
Meat.
That's not really segueing us from the previous bit.
I just said meat. No, I didn't say my meat. I said meat. I didn't say my sausage.
What kind? I mean, what would you do? What like would you?
Well,
would it be steak? Would it be
that's
lamb?
that's a good thing because I think cooked meat is what gave us the ability to evolve the ingestion of cooked protein. So I wouldn't want to lose that. Uh, in close second place, it would be carbohydrates.
You're being too broad.
I mean, meat.
This for me, if we had no, and I have to quantify or explain. If there were no detriment to eating pizza all the time, for me, hands down, it'd be pizza.
Well, of course, it's always pizza. The answer is always pizza because we're choosing a food. I was broad because I thought that was the question is which type of food of the groups would you. But if we are choosing one dish, yeah, it's pizza because you can put whatever in pizza and it's still pizza. Legally, I could put a steak on top of the pizza.
Oh, that's been done too, I'm sure.
Of course, I did a couple of experiments with pizza, and the best one that I cannot eat it because it's bad for my tummy. But you take 2 slices and you put a chorizo, do it in a barbecue style. So you basically cut it like a butterfly, and you cook it nice and crisp, and you put it between 2 slices of pizza, and then you have a chori pizza.
That actually sounds excellent.
It's delicious, man. It's a kick in my. Wait, what's the thing that gets resented when you eat bullshit food? Well, that part.
That one.
Yeah.
I was trying to go to the gym after this, but now I think I got to go eat.
Hey, you can do both. Hey, Deuce. We could have done Sober October, following the trend of our comedian heroes.
Yeah, and I think they haven't figured anything out, have they? I'm a little bit behind, but I don't think they've figured anything out.
Yeah, they are doing a sober month. They are doing. They have to do a 500-calorie exercise a day.
Okay, yep.
And I think that's it.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know who we're speaking about, there is a group of comedians who get together every October and go sober. In addition to throwing some kind of exercise regimen, some kind of physical challenge, that being Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, and Ari Shafir. All get together.
And I always like Ari's position and this position for the challenge because he hates it.
Because it's toughest for him to go sober. I don't think it'd be hard for us. I don't think we're really heavy into that stuff. So I don't think a month. I think No Nut November is a lot harder.
Oh, yeah.
Literally. But
yeah, and I don't know, Joe. I couldn't talk because I don't know a lot about tacos, burritos, and quesadillas.
No, they're a little different. They're the same in a few aspects, but then different in how they're made and the ingredients.
But it's like cheating too, like the pizza or a sandwich. You can put whatever between 2 slices of bread and call it a sandwich. For example, and this is a debate that it's haunting humanity. It's a hot dog, a sandwich. For me, it is.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, we solved one of the problems of the world. We filled that hole, Nick. Stop the presses, bitches.
I mean,
bow down, bitches.
There you go. Gobble, gobble. Good stuff.
Gobble.
Good luck, sir. Good luck, sir. I was just about to mention Deuce has a great video he submitted to PGX. and go out there and check out his video in which he had some very interesting findings about this particular company.
I haven't heard about a PGX submission in a while.
Yeah.
So
watch that video and you may not hear about them again. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, Joe mentions pizza, stromboli, and calzones. A little different in the execution. I mean, pasta is all pasta, right? It's all based from the same thing. It's just different shapes, lengths, thicknesses.
Keep going.
All based stuff though. It's hitting a little weirder for me now. Like your comments and stuff are always hilarious, but I'm watching the Dahmer documentary, not documentary, but the Dahmer show on
the biopic, the series
on Netflix, and it's hitting a lot harder because of
yeah. Dahmer was kind of groundbreaking because he was accepting, because he was a homosexual, but he was accepting of diversity, but he was such a piece of shit that brought it all down.
You know what's weird? I don't know if he was homosexual. I don't know. Well, he did homosexual things, but I just thought that it was his need. The way that the series is portraying is that he just wanted a friend, and I think he found it easier to talk to men and go that route. I don't know if he was really homosexual though.
But okay, I get what you mean, but if you want a friend, in his crazy mind, why would you try to turn them into zombies? Basically drilling holes in their brain, and because that's what he wanted to do. Basically, he wanted someone to be some mindless person so he could control them and do things to them.
See, and again, I think that's just means to an end, just to get to somebody. Like in this one particular episode, he wanted somebody to stick around. Maybe that's what he's doing too. I don't know. Obviously, he's wired very differently and goes to the basest of depravities to keep a friend. But yeah, I don't know. So we're talking about food. We're talking about fucking our own selves. Joe's, of course, going against the grain and doubling, not taking out anything, just doing everything
double it
more, just more.
Just to balance the cosmos. That's good.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Exactly. I Sober October wouldn't mean anything to me because I haven't had alcohol or drugs in a very long time. So
yeah, and I've never been one to drink, so I can really do without it. The other stuff I never got into, so
we already won, Nick.
Have we though?
Let's just say we did. We
did things our own way, and we're happy with the results.
Okay, Sinatra.
Yeah, I don't know what weird inventions could you not see living without?
The bidet.
The bidet is a
Travis said toilet paper, but I could argue that the bidet is even better than the toilet paper.
1 billion.
It's warm. Yes, it's a warm spring of water that cleans you. Yeah.
You know you're clean.
Yes. There's no swamp ass and there's no eternal brown in the toilet paper.
All right. I definitely don't want to go down this road. I'd rather go down oneself road. What could I not do without? Comic books.
There you go, bringing it all together for the community.
It's all connected. Even though I
Comic
could do
books.
without comic books, I'm glad that they're around.
Yeah, I understand.
Look at these two beauties that I picked up.
Oh yes, I was listening to a documentary, a podcast about Jack Kirby, and that dude. You showed me the X-Men. I immediately thought about Kirby and all the things he invented, and it was stolen the credit for. Poor dude. It's a long documentary. So far, we have like 5 episodes, like 1 hour and a half each episode, detailing the move from Kirby, the Kirby's move from Marvel to DC, back to Marvel, and then out of Marvel to Hanna-Barbera animation, and the production of the movie Lord of Light.
Where can you find this?
It's in a channel. Let me. I will send you the link to the channel, and you can put it in the chat, because I think this is one of the best comic journalist channels that there is.
Okay.
This dude, the Uncle Jerk from Jerk Comics, he does deep dives on a lot of subjects. And this Kirby documentary, he has spent a lot of time thinking about the approach, because everyone talks about, how Stan Lee was the monster that fucked over Kirby or whatever. And Stan Lee wasn't all that monstrous about it. Maybe he was just oblivious and was just working for the company. It doesn't matter. There's no demonization of anyone.
Mm.
But there's a lot of hard facts. I sent you the link to Instagram. But basically, you can search for Jerk Comic on YouTube, and that's his channel. And recently, the dude got called to participate in the Mike Allred documentary.
Oh.
So this dude is legit.
Yeah, and while we're doing that, we'll share some other news from one of the comic book community's own.
Yes, sir.
I will post the links inside. First one up is our very own Magic Lasso, who has got a present screen. Oh, that's weird. He's got a video. He's doing a project on the Loretta Lynn. I'm over here clicking the wrong.
Yeah, I think it was.
All right, I'm playing it without sound so as not to get a strike.
Okay, that's good. So basically, he wrote his first published comic for Tidal Wave, and basically it's a biography of Loretta Lynn. And crazy enough, Nick was telling me that Loretta Lynn died this week.
Yep.
And the comic was out like yesterday. So I think that's serendipitous.
Yeah.
Is that the word?
I don't know. Serendipitous, like those kind of words mean like a fortuitous or a pleasant kind of thing. I don't know. It's timing.
Yeah. Timing nonetheless.
So yeah, there it is. Tidal Wave Productions. This is outlining his project. So definitely go check it out. The link is in the chat and will be down low as well. And
so congratulations, Magic Lasso. Even though you're not here now, and you might not even hear it, congratulations, man. I leave a comment in the video and say, dude, amazing, congratulations. Because it's not easy making a comic, guys. It's not an easy task. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And even though people train for marathons, they not always finish them. So having a comic on the stands today, it's a task.
Yeah, not easy. Not easy.
Not easy, indeed. I think it's the easiest or the fairest that we have in a lot of in this history of the medium, because now we have crowdfunding, you know, hey Louis, and crowdfunding platforms gives us creators the opportunity to produce comics without having to submit to it to editorial. So it's just the creator, from the creator to the reader directly. And that's a thing that's priceless. If you want to create something and there comes a suit and tells you, oh no, this is not gonna cut it. You know, you have to adhere to this or this other thing, and that's not the message I wanted to. So crowdfunding platforms, another great invention of humankind.
Yeah, and not
Hey,
even
Kenneth.
not even all of that red tape stuff. I mean, just the whole thing of seeing the idea to completion is
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
One of the most creative that we have, Freaky Louie. Hello.
The heart of the community.
For sure. Um, yeah, in addition to comic books, I don't know.
The crowdfunding platforms for comic books. That's
Another
the democratization.
Yeah, I got nothing else, Ignacio, honestly.
Hey, we might as well talk about space racism then. But no, it could be it would no, it wouldn't work in the framing because it's greatest invention, space racism, and
Yeah,
doesn't work.
we don't want anybody to get it twisted.
No, that's right. Also, well.
Yeah, and I'll take Trev's his idea a little bit further. Just the idea of any kind of game or sport or competition. Yeah, I'll take that.
And a competition and a game in which you don't lose your life because you're competing for the survival. It's even better.
That's the
because I think sports, but sports. Sports are born from the need to compete because it was a hole that needed to be filled.
Yeah,
I think because in the prehistory of humankind, I think we didn't have time to ponder or play. We needed to survive. Once we got a little more comfortable and we got a little crop, a little cattle, then remember when we fight the other tribe? That was kind of fun. Okay, let's fight among each other, but let's not kill each other. Okay, let's do that.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's invent some rules.
Then, I mean, they even took it further. That I learned when I went to Mexico this past summer in Chichen Itza. They have this one corridor specifically for this game where it's kind of like basketball.
Yeah, they play with the elbows.
Right. You knock a ball through a hole, you light it on fire, you light the ball on fire, whatever. And then the best player in that game, sacrifice to the god.
Exactly. That's your prize. You win, you die.
And it was an honor to do that.
Yeah. There's always assholes and imbeciles in history.
I don't know. Yeah, not to link greatest inventions with space racism again, but that episode is coming soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
We're like 49 episodes away. 40 episodes away.
69.
Giggity. That's right. Giggity.
So let's see what 40 weeks from today would be. Let's see. Keyboard.
Oh, you want Keyboard sounds.
July 13th, 2023, episode 69.
There you go. We might as well move it 1 week further and do it on my birthday, July 20th.
We can move it
another week and do it on your birthday.
Yeah, 15 days, and then we'll do it in the middle of our birthday. Yeah, in the middle of our birthday.
Well, we will see. We might push it a little further down the line then.
We want to say thank you to the chat for sticking in.
Thanks, everyone.
As always, if you guys have an idea or want to come on and hang out with Ignacio and I, come let us know.
Yeah, probably next week we will try to have DJ Links to tell us about New York City Comic Con and his experience. That would be nice. I don't know, DJ. What do you say? Oh, he's not even in the chat. That traitor. Okay.
He's out there probably in the front of the line somewhere.
Well, there's a lot of people in NYCC.
Yep, Brian LPS is there now. Paul Dunn is there. Flo Dameron is there.
Nice. No, I was thinking about the creators too, because Stefan Morian, the creator, the artist for 20th Century Man, is there. David Hassan, the writer for Nottingham, and Sean Connery-Bulk, the artist for Nottingham, are there too. Brian Hawkins, the writer of Black Cotton, The Vineyard, and one of the projects I'm working on is there too. So I was thinking maybe someday I will go to New York City Comic Con, or maybe C2E2. I don't know. Maybe both. West Side?
Live long and prosper.
Oh, that's right. Nanu.
This is hope for Ignacio to come to America.
Here's hoping.
What else? We have anything plugging?
What we have, there's Remy's Place. Remy's Place now. Let's talk about it tonight, I think. There's no in the hot seat with the usual suspects tonight because some Australian dude canceled out of the blue.
Trust him. No tomorrow night because Lynx is at NYCC, but we will have the community hangout tomorrow, as far as I know.
Yes.
There will be a garage sale Sunday.
And, Remy's Place on Saturday night.
Remy's Place, Saturday night. That's it.
And who else? I thought I saw Dialogue say he was going to do a show tonight.
Tylox, I think, goes on before Remy's Place. Hang out with your Kang out.
There you go.
Gotta love it. But
John Comics with Kids is having an anniversary of his Saturday morning show with his daughters.
Is it Saturday morning? I thought John was Sunday morning.
No, it's Saturday morning. It's his show with the girls.
11 a.m., I think, Central.
Kind of, for me, it's 12. But yes, for him, it's like 7 in the morning. And those little girls are amazing.
They are.
You know?
They are.
The how eloquent they are. It's something I aim to achieve with my son. And how passionately they talk about comics. I saw Kate, the older one, doing a panel just by herself. No dad anymore, not with John, just by herself, talking with adults about comics, that was so amazing.
Could you imagine that? The next wave of YouTube comic book creators? Louis' daughter already is
yes
without her show too. I don't know.
Louis' daughter the other day during picture, hey goons.
That is a firecracker, bro.
Oh yeah. I don't know if she said goons or another word that Louis uses, but hello, you goons.
Check it out. Yeah, you heard it here first. We're already looking forward to the next iteration.
Yes.
Well,
Well, if there's a little bit of a glimpse into that, maybe Mark and Chris, that are second generation comic book readers, are a little glimpse of what's to come.
Yeah. We'll see. We got our own. I know Elijah wants to do unboxings, but he may want to do Pokemon unboxings. So.
Oh, Tyler is gonna love that.
Yeah, him and Tyler. I don't know. I'm supposed to shield my son from all the predators in this world, not throw him in with the predators in this world.
Oh, Tyler is not a predator. He just loves Tootsies and Pokemon.
Yeah, so we'll definitely keep it away. Thanks to the chat for coming out. We appreciate you guys.
That was a big tangent.
Yeah, we'll leave that one alone too. We'll leave that in there with the swapping spit with yourself. We'll leave that one out there too.
I never said I would kiss myself.
That's too personal. It's too intimate. We'll see you guys next week.
Fuck, you guys already saw it? Let me see it. Oh! Shit! Oh! Y'all see that?
So, Tyler, do you want to build a snowman to plow away all night? It doesn't have to be a snowman. It can be me.
I'll be clipping that too.